friends, we are on the last chapter of economics. In the previous lecture, we have completed survey and importance of labor. Now today, use of machinery. New topic is use of machinery. First of all, standard 11. Subject economics. Chapter number 11. Topic is use of machinery. Use of machinery and EU. Okay. Use of machinery. Page number 122. 122. Topic number 11.4.3. Use of machinery. This is also one of the thought of Gandhiji. According to Gandhiji, the era means era, time period. The era, in Hindi it is called Yug, Treta Yug, Sat Yug, Yug. So according to Gandhiji, the era of machine was called so as machine dominated the production method. The era of machine is also called machine dominated production method. Some critics called him an opponent of machine. Means some critics have called Mahatma Gandhi as an opponent of machine. But he was never against appropriate use of machine. He was against the reckless use of machine. Reckless use of machines which are not necessary, so much necessary. Such machines we should not use because it will snatching the employment of various individuals. That's why reckless machine means the machines which are producing unnecessary things. Such type of machines we should not use. Such Mahatma Gandhi was against such type of machine. That is called reckless machine, which replaced human labor and rendered laborers unemployed. So such type of reckless, useless machines had replaced human laborers. Means instead of laborers, machines was used for production, and as a result what happened? Laborers become unemployed. That's why Mahatma Gandhi was only against the reckless use of machine. The machines which are very essential, which are very reasonable for the life, such machines should be used, but the reckless machine, he was against the use of reckless machines. The following points summarize his views regarding use of machines. So all these points are given here. According to him, those machines which facilitate the work of labor must be employed. Which facilitate the work of labor means the machines which make the work of labor easy. Such machines should be used. But which replace labor and making them unemployed, such type of machines should not be used. Means a reckless machine. The first point, this is about use of machinery and the views of Mahatma Gandhi. First one is machines which makes the work of the machines which makes the work of labor easier and comfortable. Easier and comfortable. Should be used, and the machines which replace the human labor and make them unemployed. Make them unemployed. Should not used. So first part is machines which makes the work of labor easier and comfortable should be used, and Mahatma Gandhi was against those machines which replace the human labor, which replace the human being and make them unemployed. Should not be used. Should not be used. So these are the views of Mahatma Gandhi. Second important point, Gandhiji recommended greater use of basic and simple machine that can be owned by and useful to poor producer. Second point, he emphasized to use those machines. He emphasized to use those machines which can be purchased by a poor class and which help in their business to earn money. Gandhiji was supporter of such type of machines which are affordable for poor class or weaker section of society, and if such machines are helping those poor in earning money in their business to earn money, then he is the supporter of such. He was the supporter of such type of machines. Means according to him, then such machines are useful in our life. Third point, Gandhiji did not oppose machines which are used for the welfare of the poor. Third simple point is there. Gandhiji never opposed those machines. Never opposed those machines which are used for the welfare or the betterment of the weaker section of society. So, Gandhiji never opposed those machines which are used for the welfare or the betterment of the weaker section of the society. Third point. Fourth point, according to Gandhiji, machines which reduces physical labor and saves time and funds, both. Funds means money. The machinery which reduces our physical labor and saves our time and money can be widely employed. This can be widely used. So these are the views of Gandhiji. Machineries which reduces physical labor and saves time and money both. Time and money both can be used widely. So I think 4 points are sufficient regarding use of machinery. And one more point, additional point, only I am reading it. He was against the use of machines, which led to concentration of economic power in the hands of few people and become a means of exploitation of the poor by few profit motivated rich people. Means the machineries which are completely under the control of rich class, and with the help of those machineries they are earning huge profit by exploiting their laborers. He was against such type of machine which was completely under the rich class, and they were using those machines only to earn huge profit for them. And how they are earning profit? By using machine and by exploiting laborers. Either they become unemployed, laborers become unemployed, or they are paying low wages. In any way they are exploiting. If they are exploiting laborers by using machineries, they are earning huge profit. Mahatma Gandhi was against such type of machines which are completely remains under the control of rich class. Means concentration of machinery is few, in the hand of few. The power to use machinery, power to earn money with the help of those machineries remains in few hands. Mahatma Gandhi was against that type of machine. So these are the thinking, or we can say views of Mahatma Gandhi regarding use of machinery. First point is, machine which makes the work of labor easier and comfortable should be used, and the machines which replace the human labor and make them unemployed should not be used. Second, he emphasized to use only those machines which can be purchased, means which are affordable for poor class, which can be purchased by poor class, and if such machines help poor in their business, in their economic activities, in order to earn their livelihood, in order to earn money, in order to earn income, he was a supporter of such type of machines. Third, Gandhiji never opposed those machines. No doubt that he was against the machines, but he was not against those machines which directly or indirectly help the poor. Gandhiji never opposed those machines which are used for the welfare or the betterment of the weaker section of the society. Fourth one is machineries which reduces physical labor, means they are not required to do very hard work. It makes our work, if machinery makes our work easier, then machinery which reduces physical labor, besides this it saves time and money also. In that case, such machineries can be used according to Mahatma Gandhi. And fifth point, additional point, he was against such type of machines which the power of which remains in few hands, and few hands is there. that is indicated to richer class, richer section of the society. And with the help of those machineries, they are earning huge profit for themselves only, not for the welfare of the society. They are earning money with the help of those machineries only for themselves. It means that machinery was not useful for poor section of the society. And by earning huge profit, means along with earning huge profit, rich class is exploiting laborers also in two ways. Either by making them unemployed or by paying them low wages, low salary, low wages, low remuneration, low pagar, low majuri. In this way, they are exploiting weaker section of the society. That's why he was against the use of such type of machines. These are all Gandhiji's thought regarding use of machineries. Next topic: decentralized economy. Decentralized economy. Now, next topic is in the last topic from Gandhiji's thought: decentralized economy. Decentralized economy. Now, try to understand decentralized economy from textbook. Gandhiji favored a decentralized economic system for India. First point, he is in the favor of decentralized economy. Gandhiji was in favor of decentralized economy. In today's class, I think you are not going to get photographs, so try to write this sentence if you have notebook and pen along with you right now. Gandhiji was in favor of decentralized. Today is the last, means after this one more lecture is there, and after that your whole course will be completed. SPCC, OC, and then today we are going to complete economics also. Gandhiji was in favor of decentralized economy. Now again question remains same. What is decentralized economy? He wanted economic power to be distributed among many Indians and not among a few people only. Means the power to run the, means the power to control the administration, power to run the government, power to run other machineries, other industries. It does not remain only in the hands of few person, few rich class. Otherwise what happens? They start exploiting their weaker section as compared to them. Means अगर उनसे हम तुलना करें उनसे जो नीचे है, they will start exploiting those sections of the society. That's why he wanted to distribute the power among various Indians at different levels. For this purpose, the whole power, if we talk about government, the whole power is not in the hand of central government only. Some power lies in the hand of central government, then some powers lies in the hand of state government. Mean that there are such powers with state government that if they are taking decisions with the help of those powers, central government cannot interfere. They have such powers. State government have. In the same way, local government are given some power so that they can take decisions at their own level. In the same way, other institutions like CBI, like Supreme Court, like Election Commission, all institutions had given power, means power was distributed after independence to different institutions, to, for example, sales and tax department, police department, army, the chief of army is taking decision in their own way for their particular army. Air Force is taking decisions. The chief of Air Force is taking decision regarding Air Force in their own way. Reason, they have power. So this thought was taken birth in the mind of Gandhiji just after independence, that whatever power, in order to run the government in an easy way, in order to run the country in an easy way, in order to bring development, faster development in our country, it is very essential that economy, means power should be decentralized. Power should be decentralized means power should be distributed among various Indians at different levels according to the administration, means according to the work, according to the workload, according to the work level, according to the work premises. Power should be distributed. For example, CBI has some power, Supreme Court has power. The decision which is taken by Supreme Court, nobody can interfere in that decision. That is the power of Supreme Court. Then Railway Department, Railway Minister is taking decision for the welfare, for the development of railway. In this way, power regarding power for the welfare of the economy, for the welfare of the society, for the upliftment of the society, for bringing development, for bringing improvement in the weaker section of society, for increasing national income, for increasing per capita income, for raising the standard of living of all sections of society, for bringing unity, for bringing ability, skill, capability, knowledge, information to all individuals. It is very essential, it is very necessary that power to take decision should be distributed among various Indians at different level. That is called decentralization or decentralized economy, and in decentralized economy, that is called decentralization of power. So, first point, Gandhiji was in favor of decentralized economy. Second important point, once again, you will not get picture or photograph of this notes. If you can prepare notes in your own way, then it's okay. Otherwise, you can write all these points also. It becomes easy for you in order to learn. The first point is Gandhiji was in favor of decentralized economy. Second, he wanted economic power. He wanted economic power to be distributed. Among many Indians at different level. Means he did not believe in restriction of power to a fewer rich class. He wants that economic power to take decision regarding their economic activities should be distributed among different individuals. They can take decision in their own way for the development of their own business. So he wanted economic power to be distributed among many Indians at different level. And one more point, and not among a few people only, and not. So power does not remain with rich class only. It should be distributed and not among among a few people only. According to him, development of village should be the main concern of any process economic development or any process of economic development. So he wanted to keep. He wanted here one more point. Yes, he wanted to keep rural area. He wanted to keep rural area at the center of economic development. At the center of economic development means whenever economic development takes place, such development, the advantage of such development should be reached to rural class also, should be reached to rural area also, should be reached to village also, or in other words, development, the advantage of development should also be taken by, means if development comes in urban area, in city area, in town, then such development must come in rural area also. If advanced infrastructural facilities, the advantage of advanced medical facility, advanced school, high education in school, modern means of transportation, if such type of infrastructural facilities are enjoyed by urban class, then it must be enjoyed by rural class also. That was the thought of Gandhiji regarding decentralized economy. He wanted to keep rural area at the center of economic development. That he wanted that if development take place in our country, such development, the advantage of such development should also be reached to rural area or rural individuals. According to him, development of villages should be the central concern of any process of economic development, and he wanted village to get equal benefits of development, which can happen only through decentralized planning. So he wanted, third point, this is fourth point. He wanted that individual of rural area, should also get the benefit of any type of or any kind of economic development. And how it is possible? Only through any type of economic development, only through decentralized economy. It is possible only through decentralized economy. Besides this, he gave the idea of decentralized economic planning as an alternative to capitalist planning and as a solution to the problem of centralized economy. So when power was centralized just after independence, power was centralized means when power to take decisions were only in the hands of few rich class. They were taking decisions in their own way. That time, development was not taking place at a faster rate. That's why Gandhiji, just before independence, he had already told in his book that we should adopt the decentralized economy. Means we should not keep the power which is restricted only with central government or only with few rich class. It should be distributed among Indians at different levels so that they can also enjoy the benefit of economic development. They will not be exploited. So these are the thoughts of Mahatma Gandhi regarding decentralized economy. So I think 4 points are enough. So through decentralized economy, we can make our economy a reliant economy. Reliant economy means we are not required to depend on others for any goods or services. These are the thoughts of Gandhiji regarding decentralized economy. Gandhiji was in favor of decentralized economy. Now what is decentralized economy? Means distribution of power. Distribution of power to take decision for the economic development when it is spread among various Indians at different levels, then such distribution of power is called decentralized economy. So he wanted that economic power should be distributed among many Indians at different levels and not among, it does not remain, does not restricted only to some people, some rich class, does not, and not among a few people only. He wanted to keep rural area at the center of economic development. Means whenever economic development takes place, such development should also be seen in rural area also. Or in other words, whenever development takes place, the advantage of development must be enjoyed by rural class also. So by keeping them in mind, development should be taken place in economy. So he wanted to keep rural area at the center of economic development. And last point, he wanted that individual of rural area should also get the benefit or any type of economic development, and it is possible, it becomes possible only through decentralized economy. Means such thoughts may become true only government, only economy will adopt decentralized economy, and government, Indian economy has adopted decentralized economy. That's why you can see different institutions having different powers, and that's why we are on the progress, we are on the path of fast progressing track. In this way, this topic is completed, means Gandhiji's topic completed. Now last topic is Deen Dayal Upadhyay. In next lecture we will try to complete the chapter, and in this way we can complete our course today also. Now any doubt you can ask.